6:03, I will now call to order the September 25th, 2017 meeting of the Easthampton Conservation Commission. The meeting is being recorded. Are there any public concerns, non-agenda items? None. We will move on to the first item of business, which is a request for certificate of compliance for 27 Reservation Road, DEP file number 15144. This is regarding the construction of a single-family residence in the buffer zone in 1980 something. So would you feel free to say where you are, or join us, or introduce yourself for the record.
Okay. I'm Henry Hopkins.
Lori Hopkins.
Thank
27
you.
Reservation Road.
Thank you. I understand.
I went out there last week.
Site visit. What day did you do the site visit?
Friday afternoon.
That was the 22nd.
Okay.
And what did you see?
Well, this is an older Google Earth map, but there's a culvert. Looks like a culvert runs across Reservation Road here.
Yep.
And then there's kind of a wetland, or there's water down in here, wetland with phragmites along the edge of their property. And it looks like there's a second stream that comes off the mountain. It's pretty dry, but there was some dampness to it. So it looks like there's two separate little wetland areas that are adjacent to the property.
Do the streams converge
They
on
must
site?
converge in here, in this
Okay.
corner, yeah.
Okay. So we have no files on this that we can find because it was 1985. So with that, I imagine this is what it is, and I have no concern.
There's no dumping in the wetland. There's
Thank
nothing
you
you're
for
doing.
that.
Nothing you're doing wrong.
Okay.
We
So-
haven't even been back there, to be honest.
To what?
No, because we have a fence and
Pretty wooded.
it's
Yeah,
wooded, and so
You
the
can't
fence,
really get between the fence and the wetland.
right, because the
very
fence has
easily,
been up,
Perfect.
right, pretty much,
The whole
right,
time?
since we, yeah. So we have a cleared area of our property and then that beyond, so.
Excellent. Okay. So with that, in the absence of any other information, would anyone care to make a motion to issue a complete certification?
Make a motion to issue a complete certification
27
for
Reservation Road.
27 Reservation Road.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. So moved.
Okay. How long have you lived there?
30 years. Well, that's why our kids are buying our house now and we're downsizing, and so then this came up when they were,
Went to try to,
and so we said,
The
what
lawyers,
does that
right.
mean? Yeah, and so we were kind of,
So there's been recent case law, apparently.
that's what our lawyer told
Yeah,
us. Something
and-
came up a few years back and all of a sudden all this is now being stirred
Yes,
up.
we're seeing a lot more
So,
from 1980 something.
right, but we've never had a problem, so.
No. It's just interesting because DEP would have, the state would have was asserting that position all along, that it's still a hindrance. So now you're all, so you just need to record this,
Good.
or your attorney does, and I'll go make a copy.
And so this will go to her?
Yeah, well, is she recording things for you?
Yes.
Okay, so then you'll give her the original, and I'll make a copy for you as well.
Okay,
Okay, thanks.
perfect.
And then she'll take care of that.
Great, thank you. That was easy.
now you can go get ice cream. That's what most people do after they get there.
I know, it just seemed like when she asked us, and I said, what does that mean even? We've been here for 30 years and nothing to,
Did you have it built?
he built
You
it.
built it.
Yeah, so we're the only ones who've ever been there
So you
and
must have come here.
at
I did about
30
3
years
or
ago.
4 meetings
Yep,
back then.
and every step, the Conservation Commission was there watching what he was doing and all of that, so all of that happened.
Oh, good.
But-
And you did what they told you.
Right along, but then when she was doing the title search and all of that, she
Right.
said, well, there's this problem. I said, I didn't even know what she meant. I said, I have no idea what you're talking about. So
Well,
that,
sometimes houses sell, a couple times before someone picks up on them. It's been recently, we get a lot of these that some lawyer finds it someplace and then they're here
We
because,
just had ours so long,
Yeah.
nobody
Right.
else bought it.
that's right.
Well, but she also told us that if it didn't get cleared up now, with every sale, it would get worse and worse. I don't know what that means, but I don't believe that, well, in our lifetime, it's not gonna get sold again, because the kids will probably have it for the next 30 or something.
Here's the original, that's
Okay.
the only one that can be recorded. And,
Good.
sorry, we don't, I don't think we have a stapler.
Maybe?
So won't you have a copy of this?
We will.
Okay.
We will, but you can see how that goes sometimes.
Yeah, because we went through, I mean, we have all of our original receipts of everything we bought to build the house.
We didn't have this.
But we didn't have this.
We
We went
couldn't
through
find
Everything.
every single thing. We pulled out all the papers and I said, I'm sorry. So we're good to go.
You're
Yeah.
all
All right.
set.
Well,
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks.
Thank
Have
you
a
so
good
much.
night. You're welcome.
Okay, so.
Okay.
Getting to see history lately.
Okay, so this is our file copy.
We'll make
We have to
a
make a
file.
whole folder for it.
Yep.
This is last 15 years. Okay, moving
You
on.
did move it, you did second, right?
Yes.
She seconded.
Jessica seconded.
Great, yeah,
Really
he's-
do.
Jay and I were kind of vying
I was
for it,
ready
but I
to,
got the,
jump in there if she couldn't do it.
I managed to pull it in the last minute.
Okay, so we have no emergency certifications,
Yep.
no
Only 4
updates.
or 5 of us. So we're not 6 iPods.
Did you run over here really quickly?
You're
Like,
really good.
bless you.
That's the third man theory, right? Something like that. You heard that before? When people are like out doing crazy stuff, like climbing mountains and everything like that, all of a sudden they start imagining there's another person along with them or something like that.
That's
No.
an weird
Delirium.
That sort of extreme.
Interesting.
Anyway,
Okay, alrighty then.
Well, moving on from the third man theory. No updates regarding either of the open enforcement actions, Bernard Gall, Autumn Properties. Echodale, I was thinking Jess, Alan was gonna be here and Colleen is delayed in traffic, so maybe we could come back to that.
Sure,
Um,
sure.
Regarding costs. So compliance updates. Pleasant Street
I
Mills,
don't think Jess has heard anything back from anyone as far as the standing water.
okay. Nashwauk Mills,
Nothing's been happening there.
Boyle A to Z, 184 Northampton Street.
Plugging away.
Lathrop, no updates since we heard that they were gonna do their last round of treatment. Williston, cross-country running trails,
We tried it out.
they're gorgeous.
It was real fun.
okay.
There's some beefy
Yeah.
trails and some sort of strange trail work, but it was fun. Like they've put this dead wood on the side of the trail as like to help define it.
Well, that's how it was always defined, was just
It sounds fun.
branches and logs and
Yeah.
things,
It's
yeah.
not the greatest erosion choice, but whatever. It's fine.
Okay, so.
It's not near the wetlands crossing areas though,
Yeah.
so.
So they still have to do their replication area.
Oh, yeah.
By doing
yeah.
that, so,
They were gonna do that right on, when are they gonna do that?
I think they're gonna do it at the solar.
Yeah.
Solar spot.
They talked about that a month ago, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
the solar's not moving forward,
There's
but
an
that's
issue that's
still,
kind of on hold, so.
but they are still on the hook for,
Ah. Cause then they talked about doing it right along the brook, or the,
Where the chute is, some work
Where
done
they-
there where they took engines
They
out,
did.
engines out of the water, they cleaned that area up a little bit.
no, but weren't they gonna replicate along there, or like up along a hillside or something, but then we talked about it.
yeah, because they were gonna,
Engines, what did they take out
Right.
the water?
There was an
They
engine
were-
block in the.
Oh.
but they were going
The
to,
Easthampton pronunciation of
Engines.
What's wrong with
whatever.
Yeah, I heard something else.
Moving on.
You shouldn't even say anything.
I feel that way all the time. No, they were initially proposing wetland replication in the riverfront area, which would have meant clearing hemlock forest, which just seemed to defeat the purpose. So we allowed, wetland replication on the Park Street property next to White Brook Middle School access road. Nashwamak Pond, no further updates. Loven, we have an update.
There was an update emailed.
Yes, so continued delivering gravel, spread some of the material, graded and seeded slope along northerly side of driveway near O'Neill Street, started to install the stone filter trench along the southerly work line limit and graded side slopes. Grass is growing in the stormwater infiltration basin and the slope along the driveway. No signs of erosion along the barriers. Okay. Let's take one down, pass it on. That was awesome. That was a really nice week where it was like barely 70.
Yeah, it was nice. Hey, it's like a road. So what's the stone along the side of the?
It's, look at the first page. Calls it an infiltration trench. We would have to, I'd have to pull the plan. I don't recall that level of detail.
I don't remember either.
I did too, yeah.
Okay, so we just need to file. Put it in file.
File.
File
File.
pile. Okay. Cumberland Farms, not seen a building permit application. Nothing else happening. General business, we was forwarded, we received an email from Tom Lotzenheiser on behalf of the Snohomish Conservation Trust regarding Weatherfield and the determination of applicability we issued. We had asked that they provide some follow-up revegetation plans prior to commencement of work. So they're saying after a site visit and consultation with LSI.
Because they're removing swallowwort, right?
Yes, yeah. And LSI must be Land Stewardship Inc.
Yeah.
PCT has come up with a proposed revegetation plan for the area to be treated with herbicide for swallowwort control. In the area dominated by grasses, non-target effects are expected to be minimal. Broadly specific herbicide is proposed in this area. Therefore, we do not anticipate needing additional seeding in this area. If that's required, grass seed could be hand-strewn in affected areas. So they're gonna seed the open field with grass. And then in forested areas and near wetlands, broad-spectrum herbicide rodeo is proposed, which could potentially non-target vegetation dieback. That means result in, despite targeted application, if bare soil areas are observed within areas near wetlands following treatment, these areas will be replanted using species appropriate for the site conditions, including ferns and sedges from flats. In the flat upland forest understory areas, we do not propose replanting as we expect native plant species to recover without intervention in these areas. We will reassess the need for supplemental planting following the first year of treatment. Questions, comments, concerns? Okay, so we will put this in the file. I will let Tom know that we have no further comment at this time.
Will we
Do you?
do site visit midway through the treatment?
It was an RDA, so it's not prescribed.
Did we give a negative?
Yes. If we give it a positive, they'd have to come back with a notice of intent.
You okay with that?
You can go check it out anytime.
That's true, it's right around the corner now.
That too. But it's also,
Right.
it's totally okay.
I'm looking.
You can keep that. Oh, no, I need that. You have that in your email.
Yeah, I do. And I've read it already. but
Okay.
just make sure you do
So, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can move on to meeting minutes, August 28th. Commissioners Cody, Ryan, Buttrick, and Harwood are present and were present. Ashley was not.
Motion to approve the minutes from August 28th.
Second?
All those in favor?
Was it August 28th or was it
Yes.
September 11th?
No, August 28th. We couldn't approve these at the previous meeting, at the September 11th meeting, because we didn't have the
Yeah,
right
yeah,
quorum.
yeah.
Okay,
I
so,
remember where I was, basically.
so we will file these. All right, we cannot act on the September 11th meeting minutes because we don't have the right quorum. So these will be moved to the October 16th meeting agenda. It's hard to stay caught up when we can't catch up.
Did you say October 16th?
Yeah. In October, we shift from our usual, because of the holiday,
Columbus Day.
and keeping a
Right.
meeting.
Wait through the,
What?
this column, can you do it?
No. We can't because we need Julie.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm glad you're here. No, that wasn't it. No, we need, because we were missing 3 commission members at the last meeting.
I wonder if we were all here one time. when we did all these.
Colleen, look at this, because it was something that she brought up then.
Okay.
Sorry, it's about Mutter Fields. You know how you were talking about re-vegging after they spray?
Oh, yeah, I remember reading this in emails.
I want to put a note under attendees that Colleen arrived
Mhm.
at some point later in the beginning.
Well, it's 6:20.
She was in my work clothes.
She
And Jessica immediately
she
asked
let
her
us
piece of
know that she was stuck in traffic.
Yeah.
She's making noises.
You might want to note that at 6:21, Dan Patrick gulped.
Some people are really, into their minutes.
Yeah. No,
I'm,
it's not.
I'm learning.
The gulp was impressive.
We're talking about this now.
It was already been said and done.
Yeah. It's the grass area, is that the main area?
That's the field.
The big film.
The field, it's a field.
It's right
We did
there.
say after
Henry and
your
Laurie Hopkins.
recess,
Yep,
so that's fine.
The bar first.
especially if they're gonna just treat it again.
Yeah.
Right.
This first email.
Okay, so we're gonna circle back. We still can't approve the September 11th meeting minutes because we basically need Julie here for the right quorum. No, we don't have Julie. No big deal. So going back to Echo East Orchard area improvements, I guess I was hoping Jess Allen could be here. But at the previous meeting, we talked about how the Land Stewardship Inc. proposal for invasive plant control came in dated September 11th and is significantly more than our estimated budget for the scope of services, and we were gonna talk about what our options are to move forward with this. So they broke it out, 2017 task 1, cut stem treatment for Oriental bittersweet, no treatment of multiflora $2,000. 2018 task 2, mowing late spring, mowing the orchard area which contains Oriental bittersweet, treatment will reduce the bulk. This work is to be performed by the city of Easthampton or a subcontractor, and I think that would be Russell, right? This is all, task 3 is also 2018, foliar treatment summer of woody invasive species, special emphasis on low-growing oriental bittersweet vines. Does not include multiflora rose, 2,400. Task 4, follow-up foliar treatment late summer, targets only bittersweet, 1,200. And then 2019, follow-up foliar treatment summer, targets the entire project area for 18. So it was a total of $7,400. The goal is 90% invasive species, invasive plant control resulting from the 3-year series of treatments. Work is guaranteed to meet the stated success criteria, but we had estimated 4,100, and this came in at 7,400. So
We probably weren't looking out for 3 years of treatment, but where were we?
We were originally just estimating for like a management plan, and then we would figure out what to do with it.
but we included someone else coming in and treating, because we had a
Right.
cost in there for that.
Yeah,
So
preliminary removal.
So that would be the task 1 plus mowing.
We also have there's a $1,000 additional contingency that ended up in the budget because of a financial oversight, which is good. We have an extra $1,000 that we could put over into the invasives pot too.
We also have money that we could pull from the Equidale fund.
Other money that we can apply to it.
Alternatively, we could ask them to revise their scope with, potentially with task 5 as an alternate to be decided upon later. But that could affect the guarantee.
Well, and the other thing that we've talked about too is having a phase 2 of what we do next, because if we clear everything out, it's gonna be even harder to control the invasives.
I feel like task 5 is the phase 2.
Yeah, so
Like that's
just
the follow-up treatment a year later.
So then maybe our intention is to apply for another CPA grant, to do the recreational trail, or whatever we decide to do.
That's
with
what
the
will
property.
probably happen,
Mhm.
once we're through this phase.
So we can aim to have that by 2009, I guess by sometime in 2018, so
That would
that
be
it's.
spring 2018, probably.
Yeah, the application is spring 2018.
Or, so it would be summer 2019, so it could be as late as fall 2018 on the CPA cycle, if we were to try to obtain additional support that way.
Cause it does, I mean, we do need to figure out the next step, right? Yeah.
So the budget that we had was $5,000 for management plan development, right?
And preliminary removal.
Oh, and preliminary removal, okay. And so the quote, what do we pay for, the management plan?
900.
900, so that leaves 4,100. And then what was the year 1 total?
About 2,000,
2,000, so we're still within,
100.
yeah, I think we're still within, you know, what our plan was, more or less.
Well, can we commit to it?
Yeah, I think we could commit to the first year, or we could ask them,
Well, but they're not gonna guarantee it if we say, but we're only committing to 1 year.
Right.
yeah. Well,
I think we should commit to the whole thing. We have other funds available, let's do it right, let's get that part done, and then,
I guess I have no idea how much is in the Equidale fund.
right.
Yeah. I haven't actually gotten one of those update things in a while,
I
but
haven't seen it in a while.
yeah,
So-
I think it was like $16,000, and I think we're matching this, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so we're paying some money out of
Some's
there.
coming out of Equidale.
Exactly. So I don't know how much is left after that. I would think it would be enough. But I just don't know the specifics.
Okay, so I'm going to reach out to Jessica Allen and I'm gonna ask her how much is in the Equidale fund and also what the status of the RDA for this work is.
Oh, yeah.
Are
that
they
too.
they're proposing doing work this fall, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
And
Fall
that's
or
what they-
late.
fall or early winter, so there's a
Okay.
little bit of wiggle room, but we really shouldn't,
Dilly-dally.
yes.
Oh, wiggle.
But it seems dry enough out there to be able to work without the earth being frozen.
Are all the invasives out there on
Year
the
one
slopes?
cost total.
They're not in the wetlands, right?
Well, Flora Rose is kind of everywhere,
Right.
but we're relying on that to kill itself off with the.
Do you want your cue?
Rosy, rosy, rosy.
What's that?
Do you want to bring around the Rosie?
Yeah.
Rosie
Rosy
Rosetta? Rose Rosetta?
Rose
Is
Rosetta.
that what it
This
is?
looks
I think it was.
Yeah.
So just brooms.
Just for
It's what,
Yes, it forms
Rose.
witches' brims.
Oh, okay.
from the
Right.
fungus,
Yeah.
the rosy fungus.
So, we have $4,100 more allotted for invasives, and this is 3,300 over budget. We also have the $1,000
So
contingency.
23, so we're dealing with 2,300.
Yep.
So,
Does it not sound like any of the, you can't use volunteers for any of it? It seems like
we
you
can if it's treatment,
Right.
because it has to be a
Yeah.
license.
Yeah.
So we've, basically what they've proposed, what they've laid out includes the city completing task 2 in late spring, which is the mowing. And that's what Russell has previously volunteered to do.
On a, are we paying him?
He's volunteered to do it.
He's
from my
volunteered for
understanding.
services.
Great. Just wanted to make sure there wasn't a hidden cost.
Yeah, he's repeatedly volunteered his services for me.
Right.
We're ready to go. As far as I can tell. He has also volunteered to get his applicator's license. Didn't he? Do I remember that right?
I think you talked about doing something like that, yeah.
I mean, I can see why he might want it, but his.
Just- just-
his
yeah.
own, so,
Yeah.
You just spray that and everything too. I'm gonna get mine.
You wanna do it?
I don't have a pack that I could use, so I'd be a little skeptical keeping the like chemicals around. For me to mix them.
Home Depot bucket.
It could be a thing.
No, thank you.
Did you cut stuff? It won't be that bad. Something, cover your hands. I need to take the test.
Yes, you do.
But no, it looks like they pay well. The applicators get paid 60, well, I don't know if they get all the money. Somewhere in
No, they do not.
$65 per
We'll
hour.
probably get like $13
Oh,
now.
yeah, probably. They can
Yeah.
develop.
Yeah.
And
Twenty.
cancer to boot.
Probably 20.
And bonus, extra cancer. Okay, so, with that, I didn't see any new correspondence. Is there any other business to discuss?
There was a meeting today on the shared conservation agent
Right.
plan to help narrow down what the job description is, so there's some more fine tuning going on, but that's moving along.
Great. Our next meeting is scheduled for October 16th. It's off our usual cycle because of the holidays, holiday in October. So we
then it's
just
when's the
shifted
next
it.
one? Immediately following?
No, it's still a 2-week. We
Okay.
still have a 2-week, alternating weeks,
Oh, it's a long October.
it's a long
There's
October,
reason.
which allows us to do that. We still have 2 meetings, which is nice.
So it's probably October 30th,
Is that a Monday?
or is it the 31st?
It's the 30th, the
I
29th
was
is a Sunday.
not scheduled it for
Oh,
Halloween.
would you?
I got a question.
Can we get dressed up?
Oh, yes, it's Monday.
You do what
Do
you feel
whatever
is
you
right.
want.
I never have a
Feel
good
it's-
costume.
I don't either. I was a stick figure the other year. I
Pretty
got a
good.
tie-dye suit and took a big Sharpie and made a stick.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, that's because I had no ideas.
No, I'm interested.
That's a great idea. 16th. Yeah, it's the 30th. The meeting after that's the 30th.
So I got a question.
Okay.
Are we like, do you have to be a resident
Yes.
of Easthampton?
Uh-oh, you're moving.
Yes.
Dun, dun, dun,
I
dun.
am.
Where you
I'm over to Amherst.
Why?
Closer to work.
The other side of
That's
the
like a ride
river.
my bike to work. So.
You can ride your bike to work from here.
Totally.
No problem.
No way.
There's a bike path.
It's easy.
You should do it.
There's just a couple spots where their roots are like this tall.
At least they got rid of the
I
glass
can't
one,
make
I
skills.
guess.
Yeah.
I used to commute on that, that was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I got a couple flat tires on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that
Back in my
was-
day.
You're supposed to coat the glass, and they never did. It was
Wow.
glass, it was supposed to be glass that they
Melted. a bit.
melted and took the edges off of, but.
They didn't do the last step, right?
Hmm.
They didn't do
The
the most
cooking.
important step.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, there was like, oh,
Whoops.
glass.
I mean, you don't have to be a resident to be on commission.
Yes, you do.
I think you do.
Well, you do, but I think you can, and we'll have to talk, you should talk to Jess Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Barbara LeBombard.
Well-
Because I may recall that there's a consideration for, serving out your term
Yeah.
if
Okay.
you so desire, but you can't, a new member has to be a resident when they're appointed.
Okay.
But then there always comes, it's always one of those things like, that you come to meetings from first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
I was wondering, like, if you're sworn in, you could be,
You can, I think it's,
You don't have to.
you can serve out your term,
okay,
Mhm.
yeah,
so, but you can't be reappointed
right,
as a non-resident.
yeah.
But again, this is my recollection,
Yeah, I'm
So-
definitely gonna email Jessica about it.
yeah.
Don't join the Amherst Commission.
So I didn't, so I didn't hear you say when you were moving, or have you already?
Moving October first,
Okay.
There you go.
yeah. So that sounds like it's October 15th. Can I still go?
I would ask before then,
Okay.
just make sure.
Yeah, I emailed her today, I don't know. if
Okay.
She responded yet, but,
Yeah, she hasn't responded to email today.
yeah.
We should have some promises.
Hopefully not,
Yeah.
hopefully not, you know?
So we need to find somebody else, depending on how long, do you know the end of your term?
We should make her find someone else.
Yeah,
That's what-
Can't leave unless it's.
You can't leave.
The only
You can't
criteria
move unless
is-
you can find someone.
they can't be employed by time.
Because we've already reached
Yeah, they
a
have.
time bomb quorum.
We really screwed quorum if we. Okay, so that said, you'll follow up with Jess or Barbara, or with any other
Anyone else?
news? Anyone? No? All right,
No.
motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 So moved.